Hello, how are you, and welcome to another episode of the Borussia Dortmund Let's Play with me, John, aka Old Man Suda. And things have been going really well for us. I left you after the Red Bull Leipzig game where we drew 1-1. As you can see, we played Onsberg twice, once in the German Cup, then in the league, beating 5-0 in the Germans Cup. We did actually play a little bit of was it this one or was it the next game we played? No, it was this one we played the full team. I got it the wrong way around. And then this one we actually played, you'll see, a little bit of a few other players came on. We sort of subbed a few players quite early on and that, trying to rest them, which is where they got the 3 goals back in. You can see they scored towards the end of the game when we made our subs. But apart from that, we were absolutely fantastic. We should have won it more probably if we had a fitter team. Games are becoming thick and fast. So yeah, we had a 5-0 win, which is absolutely fantastic. We then had the 6-3 win, which is another fantastic one. We then played in Champions League, 1-2-0 against Basel. As you can see, we were clearly the better side. Played really well. Everyone played fantastic, and it was an easy win for us. We then just played Cloyne, and as you can see here again, things went really well for us. We were by far the better side, apart from Schürrle getting sent off at half time, or just after half time. It went really well for us. So yeah, apart from his red, that was the only problem we had. But things were going really well. We've got Hoffenheim today, and then Juventus. Hoffenheim, if you look in the league, are in 4th at the moment. They're doing really well. We've created a little bit of a gap with our wins. Obviously, Bayern are still ahead. They're just being Bayern and winning everything quite easily. So we've obviously got to play them in the league still. So hopefully we can get some points on them. It's still a long way to go. We're only 11 games into the season, so we shouldn't be too worried. But at the moment, I'm really happy with how things are going. As you can see here, we have only lost 1 game, so fantastic. Champions League, we're pretty much all but secured to go through. It's just between us and Juventus as to who's going to get top spot. I would say finally technically could still. There's only 2 games left. We've got to play Juventus. If we get a draw against Juventus, we're through. It'd be great to finish the league, obviously the group stage at the top, but we'll see. And as you can see, we've got Frankfurt in the 3rd round, which again, if you look at Frankfurt, they're 12th in the league. There's no reason we shouldn't be able to get through to the next round of the German Cup and try and win it. I really do want to try and win at least some silverware. I know we won the Super Cup, but I'd love to win either the German Cup or the League or Champions League. So we're obviously going to try and win all 3 of them. But yeah, I really do want some silverware this season with this team. Talk about squads quickly. And as you can see, we've got a couple of injuries. We've got Schürrle, who's out. Marco Reus is still injured. Isaac's been injured. Socrates has just came back. He's not fully fit. And Yarmolenko's just came back as well. He's only at 87%, so he's probably not going to feature today. He's probably going to be a bit more just sort of like come off the sub bench or something like that. Is there anything? The only other things we need to talk about is I've got a number of players who are asking to leave, saying that they've fulfilled everything they can at the club and they would like to leave. So a good one was Neven Subotic. You can see here he is wanted. He wasn't really playing for us. He's only a 2-star player. I think he's as good as he used to be. He's not so good anymore. But if I can go over to his information it's on. Yeah, minor issue. Wants a new challenge. Has achieved everything he can at the club. I've had him, and I also had the left back wherever he is. Helps if I really do this, doesn't it? Like is in positions or something like that. Yeah, Marcel Schmelzer. He's also said a similar sort of thing, really. But I've got him to say he's going to give me a bit of time, but as he feels he's achieved everything at the club, but he's waiting to see who I bring in the next transfer market before he makes a decision whether or not he wants to actually leave. Which, yeah, it's okay, but yeah, it's a new sort of thing to experience because I think everyone expects Bayern Munich to win the league, but I feel like we can make a good choice. I think if we can bring in a nice young defender, maybe a striker as well. We haven't got tons of money or anything like that. I mean, we've got 20 million, But I feel if we can maybe get 1 or 2 players in, as you can see, I'm still looking at people all over the place and everything like that. But if we can get maybe 1 or 2 people in, I feel like we could maybe actually keep some of these players for a little bit longer and really push on and try and aim for the league. We're going to get straight into this game though, because I'm going to just waffle on if not. So this is who we're going to be playing with today, and it's Beric's been moaning about not playing, so he's been playing for the last few games. I'm going to swap him over for Horn though for this one. But Guerrero's going to be out on the left. It's Socrates, Barta, and Piziek, Castro, Sahin. Phillips coming out on the left, just because basically Pulisic is playing on the right for us, because he's one of the only other players who can really play on the right at a decent standard. And with Schürrle suspended, I haven't got anyone else to play there, so I found out that he can play on the left pretty well. I didn't realise that. I honestly thought he was just a central midfielder, but he can play out on the left as well, so that's really good for us. Goza is on in the middle, and Banyang's going to be up front. And it's the usual pretty much team, usual sort of tactic. I have actually started playing a bit of a 3-4-3 in some games that I feel is going to be easier for us to win, where we're very clear favourites, and it's been going quite well. But for this one, I would think it would be maybe a little bit better just to go with this sort of tactic here, have 4 at the back. Passionately, we're just going to say we've been a good run lately, go out and impress me. We'll give them the old passionate talks as per usual. And then we'll get straight into the game. And this feels like it takes so much more longer to get through all this. Get into the game though. Like I said, if we can beat Hoffenheim, it'll be really good. It'll give us that little gap a little bit more as well, which would be fantastic, and give us momentum going into obviously the game against Juventus, which is a game we'd really like to win, because we want to win that group, as Hoffenheim have a chance in the first 20 seconds, but that's it. And nothing much else is really happening at the moment. 10 minutes in, and there's hardly even anyone had a shot. I mean, they've got a throw in, but Philip collects it. It gets it to Götze. Götze to Pulisic. Pulisic, can he get out wide? He doesn't. He tries running in central. Sahin gets it. Now Philip. Philip puts it out wide. Can he get across? And he does, but it doesn't really go anywhere. And we've got to be careful that Hoffenheim don't try and counter-attack us here. As Kramnik brings it forward, he switches it to Zuber. Zuber's got a little bit of room here, but that's a great interception, and maybe we can now get them. Pizic sort of tries to bring it back. That's a terrible pass, and now Kramnik's got it. He gives it to Uff. Is it Uff? I don't know how. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that name. And you've got to say that Hoffenheim are the better side at the moment. As Zuber has it now, he takes it out to Kalabak, brings it in for Uff, and it goes over. And I'm a little bit worried that they are seeming to be the better side at the moment. They're creating more of the chances, but we have a throw in here. Sahin's got it. He gets it out to Guerrero, but again they tackle us really well, and they are going to look to counter again. As Kramnik brings it forward, he switches it over to Zuber. Zuber brings it inside, but then he switches it back to Karabak, who puts it into Uff again, but it goes, drops down here, and this is not going well at the moment. But maybe Philip can collect it here, but unfortunately they are just defending really well. I think we just got to try and hold out. I might have to even put us on to a more countering. I'm going to just change it here. I'm going to put us more onto a counter, because I feel like they're the ones having the more of the time. We can see if we can maybe get something out of it this way. Sahin's got it now. Gives it to Castro. Castro puts it out wide to Presmic. Presmic puts it out back to Sahin. Sahin gets it to Pulisic. Pulsic's going to have a bit of room here. Can we get across into? He does, but can we get anything out of it? We can't. It's a penalty. Oh, penalty. Abangan was actually fouled. I didn't realise that. So we've got a chance to go 1-0 up here with a penalty. Abangan's been doing really well with his penalties at the moment. Let's see how he gets on. And as he runs in, lines it up, and he hits it straight against the keeper. Really? We've got another throw in. Gets it to Gotes with Sahin. But we get tackled again. And now Uff's coming forward. And he's got a nice little run on him, but we should be tackling and we shouldn't be letting him do those sort of runs. Pulisic's looking a bit tired, which is a bit annoying, and so is Guerrero. But we'll see how we get on for another 5 minutes. The games have just been coming so thick and fast, though. It's been quite hard work. I've been having to do a lot of rotation, but with some injuries now, it's been a bit of a challenge on those wide areas. We're going to get to half time, and it's going to be 0-0 from the looks of it. I'm probably going to take Pulic off and bring I get words out. Come on, John. Yamalenko out. I'm going to bring him on though for Pulic. Just a little bit fresh legs. And apart from that, there's not much else we can really do at the moment. I don't think. It's just. I think it's going to be one of those games that's going to be a bit of a tough one. We're going to say team talk. We're going to say passionately. It's time for everyone to dig in. Everything you've got left tonight, we deserve to win this match, so go and do it. It's not really done much, unfortunately, but let's see. It might have hopefully just given a little bit of a rouse. And Philip now with the ball gives it into Sahin. He gives it to Guerrero. Guerrero's going to come down the line, but he gets tackled by Rupp. And I must admit, Hoffenheim are playing absolutely fantastic against us at the moment and making it really hard work. We're going to change it back to a controlling mentality, as Aubameyang's got a chance here, but it's a bit of a weak shot and it's straight at the keeper and they collect it. We've just got to, I think we've got to be careful that they don't get in like this. Uth now with the ball, he knocks it back to Kramek and that's the goal, and you can feel it coming through most of the game, and I've got a funny feeling this game is going to be one we lose after playing so well for the last 4 or 5 games. That's frustrating. I mean, it was a good little pass by him, good little pullback, but that's annoying. Been playing so well and then to play this poorly. Aubameyang's playing terrible, but I haven't got anyone I can really bring on for him at the moment. I mean, who can we bring on for him? Philip or Gotes is the only 2 players we can, but we haven't got anyone who then can play out on the left. That is the only problem we've got. Oh, I don't know what to do. We're going to play. We can't. There's nothing we can do. We're going to have to just carry on playing them, I think, at the moment. Defensive wise, we're going to make a change. We're going to bring Topak on there. Castro is not playing particularly well, so we're going to bring on Dahoud and just see if that does anything. But a little bit of fresh legs in the sort of back of midfield. As they have a free kick and they put it into the box, but we do clear it, and that's a penalty to them now. And it was Bartra shoved him, and this could be 2-0 down for us. This is not looking good at all, really, is it? With 70 minutes gone, we're going to be 2-0 down from the looks of it. Can we save it? He puts it in the back of the net, and it's just been a terrible game. We've actually played. This has been the worst game I've seen us play since I've started this series. Why has this happened? As Philip has picked up a knock now, so we're going to have to make another change. Who can we bring on? We could bring on, we could move Guerrero up there, I guess, and bring on Schmelzer there. We can't make any more substitutions, unfortunately, so we're just going to have to, yeah, we're just going to have to leave it as it is. This has not gone well at all for us at the moment, and I'm worried that we don't want to lose too heavily, so we're going to put it on the defensive, because we're not going to win. I don't think we're going to win this game. Hoffenheim have been too strong all game against us, so we just need to try and hold out now, not lose too much, as things are not going well for us at all. As Philip can't continue, but we can't bring a substitution on, unfortunately. So things are just. This has just been a terrible game for us at the moment. Can we just see out the last few minutes? As Topak looks it now, he knocks it back to Horn, who gives it out wide. And why is this? I don't know really what there is to say here. It's just been it's been one of those games. It's just been one of those games where we were by far the worst side. And that's the 3rd goal. And it was Yarenko's poor pass that led to it. I mean, the whole team's just played piss poor, really. Absolutely piss poor. I mean, it's a good little take there, but he sort of did a funny little turn. I think we meant to chest it down, but that's not gone well at all. And maybe I should have made some more changes. I don't know. We've been playing so well here like this, so you would have thought we should have been all right. I mean, we're just not getting anything out of it at all, are we? And we don't want. Obviously, we don't want to lose another goal by another goal. There's 1 minute left to go. Come on, you silly highlights, finish. And Schertzel brings it in. He gives it to Oof. Oof with a shot, but Horn collects it. And probably that's going to be time now, I would imagine. You would hope so anyway. And that was just a terrible pass. There was no communication there at all. And that's the fourth, with Kramnik getting it. And things have just not gone well at all for us. The team has been playing absolutely dire. I mean, Uffe gets it. It gets a nice run in, and he gets a cross in, and Kramnik just gets there before anyone else. There's no passion. There's no fight from us at all. That's so annoying. And that hopefully is going to be going. I mean, the way it's going, though, they're going to score another here. As Horn collects it, and come on, blow the whistle. As we lose 4-0, absolutely. That's just, yeah, that was absolutely. I mean, all I can be is aggressive and say that you were not good enough. Everyone looks to be like they got the right saying there, but that's just, yeah, that was absolutely. I slammed team. Right, I'll get through all this in a minute. What's that done in the competition? We are still second, but as you can see, Hoffenheim are moved up now to third. Red Bull got a game in hand though, so is Bayern. You know, I'll send assistant to that. We'll just play up because I think the next couple of games will be in a second. So we'll quickly see that. And what I'll do is I'll bring you another episode of the Juventus game on the next episode. Because looking at the time, we're almost at 20 minutes. Cause there were so many highlights in that last game because they kept scoring against us. So the next episode will be the Juventus game now. I just wanted to get through a couple of these here quickly so we can see what the league is when everyone's played their games, which should be by the end of this Saturday, I would imagine. Here it is, so we'll quickly just see if there's anything there. It's a bit of live play for you guys. But yeah, obviously playing Juventus, that is one team we don't want to lose against. How does things go? Bayern won. Red Bull won as well, so that's obviously going to make the. What's that going to do for the competition? We've actually moved down to third now. Red Bull have got better goal difference than us after we got that 4-0 drumming. But apart from that, things aren't looking too bad still. Bayern are now obviously 5 points clear as well, which is not good. Right, guys, as I said, next episode will be the Juventus game. I was hoping to bring you two, but that game took a little bit longer than I thought. Please come drop a like, please come subscribe, please come follow me on Twitter. It'd be great to hear from you guys. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye for now.